Hello, good evening, and welcome to the Virtual Racers Club. We are here. It's Thursday, and it's Wrx Challenge time. Yes, in those crazy little Subarus, Isle of Man time attack cars. They've gone crazy, haven't they, in round two? They've gone to the mud. They've taken to the dirt. This is how it should be. Roads are an invention of the car. We don't need them. Just keep it dirty. So here we are with the Wrx Challenge. It is VRC's one make series using the Subaru Isle of Man time attack car. Drivers will need to tame this wild beast of a car across 10 weeks of racing that will test all of their driving skills to the limit. Challenge is the name of the game, as drivers will be faced with sprint and endurance races both on and off the road, all whilst battling the elements. So yes, here we are, cracking stuff. We'll have a little look through. Skyjack is in the chat. He says, good evening, sir. And Skyjack is saying, where we're going, we don't need roads. Yeah, there you go. So, Ensign Hewitt. And we've had a round. We had a round last week at Red Bull Ring, I believe it was. Feels like a track that Skyjack will choose. Yeah, it was Red Bull Ring. And so we've got a table as well. I don't know how close to qualifying we are. These are going to be 3 15-minute races. I don't know if I'd said. I think we're going to have 3 stint races for this one. Oh, I have to go to different pages. Oh, no, here we go. No, that's just the key for race info. Oh, if we go further up, round 2, looks like three races. There's one in the evening, and I think we've done one dirt track race somewhere out there, and at night time it was you couldn't see anything. So, but professionalism, like me jumping on 2 minutes before qualifying, and I wanted to come on a lot earlier, but I'm just unorganised. I've had a thought. If it is too dark and we can't see the cars, I will make a concession and I'll put the drivers' names up. So then we'll watch floating names race each other. But we'll see what it's like once it gets dark. They still have DRS in the dirt, but I imagine a lot of them will elect not to use it. So there's Ensign Hewitt in the Rich Energy Subaru with Daz out there. Daz had a good strong showing last week, didn't he? I've got to get to the table. I've got to get to the table, man. Daz, I remember having a good showing, but he might have had an off. I can't remember, but that Sega car is doing it for me. Oh yes, sirree. So Anton Poiker is leading this championship on 53 points as we go into qualifying. Katula is second on 44 points. Daz is third on 41 points. Homesick Alien fourth on 37 points. Joint with Skyjacker also on 37 points. Koikap is sixth on 32 points. Majid seventh on 30 points. Ensign Hewitt eighth on 30 points. Barry Twins ninth on 23 points. Jokers is 10th on 22 points. Bandit 11th on 17 points. Pat 12th on 13 points. I think we've had a new entry as well. Don't be shy, Ensign, go on. I think a new entry has joined the arena. There's Skyjacker. Where did I say he was? He's joined with Homesick, isn't he? Down him. Oh, but he takes her wide. And we haven't really had a good hard session on the mud with GT7 yet. Now, I've heard rumours about the internet, the murky corners of the internet where you shouldn't be poking your nose, that the mud physics aren't that good on GT7. It's not up to scratch. So we'll see how this race turns out. We'll get a bit of feedback from these guys, hopefully. But yes, that's the rumour is that the mud is not as bob on as the physics on real racetracks. So Skyjacker, he's leading them around on his outlap. He's a snazzy looking car. It cuts a right good jib, that one. Gets you places, a car like that. Daz, like I said, he's third in the championship. Matt Psycho, he's the newbie, joined joined in the fun. He couldn't stay away. Look at him go. Doesn't like the mud, does Mr. Psycho. So I imagine he's keeping his expectations low from these 3 stint racers. He's just holding off for when the real tracks come back in. But at the moment, he's looking pretty much in control of the wildebeest. That is the Subaru. Look at him floor it. There we go. That's not the line. It's just a sector. Jesus, I don't know who's in front of Matt Psycho, but that was terrible graphics. Oh, there you go. Skyjacker, or Spinjacker, could I say, as Matt Psycho then. Still on his fast lap, so that was a fast lap for Skyjacker that he's dropped. So he's got to go again, as Matt Psycho and Daz made their way through. It's looking pretty tidy from Matt Psycho and Daz, it has to be said. Either one of these could be in pole, but remember, Homesick Alien. It's the mud that I think helped him his way to the championship when he won it. Matt Psycho has set a time. It's a lot faster than Daz's. And Skyjacker obviously with that off for 24. Homesick Alien coming towards the line. Only 3rd fastest. As Joker slips it into 2nd. Oh God, it's all moving very quickly. So Matt Psycho pole sitter with Catula in 2nd. Catula, remember, 2nd in the championship. He's on it. Joker's 3rd fastest. It's only the first lap in this 10-minute qualifying. Plenty to come yet. Daz 4th. So far, they're getting a little... They're seeing a lot of dust kicking up from the car in front. They want to space themselves out. And Daz getting purples. He'll be getting excited. Pat getting a great lap in the Rizzler Subaru with a 6th place. And he takes her out wide. A little brush with a wall. Nothing wrong with that at all. Lovely. Lovely stuff as Pat gets more time out of his car. On his 2nd run, it's cracking stuff. Remember, Skyjacker, he had a mistake on his first lap, so he's still there to dice and slice that grid up a little bit more. Pat, though, going a little wry in the chicane, and someone coming across him. They will not be pleased. That's not the best time to come across another car if you're on a lap. I don't recognise, I think it's Catula, but I'm not sure. Homesick Alien, he's gone faster, so has Joe Cass. But Daz has got it on pole now. Daz, I apologise, has put it on pole. 2 tenths ahead of Matt Psycho. Ensign Hewitt, 3rd fastest. Cracking stuff from Ensign Hewitt in the Rich Energy Subaru. Catula, 4th fastest. With Homesick Alien in the Repsol in 5th. 6th for Anton Poiker, and he's going side by side with Majid. It's not to be done in qualifying. Come on, gentlemen. You don't need to fight for track space on this one. We're not racing yet, lads. Calm yourselves down. Getting too excited like your dad. So, Anton Poiker 6th fastest with Joker 7th. Bazza in 8th. Pat 9th now. 10th for Koikap, and he's having a rest. I think he's seen a gap in the track and he's waiting for it. I imagine he's going to let these few cars come past that are just coming through, and there's a lovely big space there that I imagine he's going to a little earlier than I expected. Oh no, he's just getting himself positioned, waiting for that last arrow to go by, and there you go. There's a lovely bit of space that he's found himself to get a good run in. But at the moment, 10th place with Skyjacker in 11th. He still hasn't cracked it. He still hasn't got a clean lap around here. We'll stay with him. He's 104 into this one. He's away in. And yeah, Skyjacker at the moment, the mud slowing him down more than we expected. And I think that's Majid there just off the road. And here he comes to set a time. Majid's just crossed the line, so it wasn't Majid we saw crawling. No, he does not go faster than his first flying lap. And Skyjacker pushing a little too hard. Overdriving the car. The car drives you. You don't drive the car. So Majid then also struggling in the mud. Might be the first time for some of these guys. On GT7, that is. Heading into the mud. Wrxc Alien's fastest man on that last lap. He's getting purples again, nearly a second faster than the lap he did before. We'll stay with him as he comes to the line, and Wrxc Alien's starting to find his groove, baby. Daz a second behind. He's just started his flying lap. We're nearly 7 minutes into the round, and Matt still living off that first flying lap of his. Hasn't been able to beat it as of yet. He's 500ths off of it at the moment. He's nearly a second off a pole, but so is everyone. Catula's popped it in there. 7/10 behind pole. In second place on the front row. Daz in third. Matt Psycho has just been beaten by Anton Poika. Anton Poika, the last we saw him, he was having a little to do with Majid, but now he is third on the grid as he makes that Subaru sing around these muddy tracks of Sardinia windmills. If I hadn't said that already, which I probably should have said about 10-15 minutes ago. Sorry, guys. Well, hey, this is WRX Challenge Round 2, Season 5. We are at Sardinia windmills. Oh yeah, the hot beverage is still hot, guys. That is cracking. We're watching Anton Poika trying to find pole in this Subaru. We've got Daz in fourth, Matt Psycho fifth, Ensign Ewart sitting in sixth, ahead of Joker seventh, Bazza in eighth. Missing Skyjacker, no, Koikart ninth. We'll go down and check. Pat, ninth. Koikart 10th. Now we saw Koikart trying to find a bit of space. He did get a faster lap there, but he's still 1.6 seconds behind the Pats. And Pat again going faster, 1.8 seconds now is Koikart, and he looks like he's got that car. He's catching some air, bird. Skyjacker, he has gone faster, but still it's not enough to get up at the sharp end, and that's 10 seconds down. He's 5 seconds off of Koikart. He knows the lap times there. Has he finished? No, he hasn't. But and Majid as well, trying to unlock some pace out of the car. Wrxc Alien sitting on pole, 7/10. And I don't think this one's a run. And we always see him and Catula and lately Anton Poika rise to the top in the mud. It is something they seem more comfortable on. And that is the difference. This is a championship where you have to be an all-rounder, you see. You can't just be a specialist on just dry tracks. You've got to be able to drive on the wet stuff, the brown stuff, and the grey stuff. So Wrxc Alien, he's the all-round package. I mean, the reigning champion of this championship is Racer Brown. And I did say he would be in, didn't I? I said by round 2 you'll see Racer. And I don't know if he's just being defiant. I don't know if his side business with Colombia is taking up too much of his time. But he has not said a peep. He hasn't said a word about coming in to this championship. I see Wrxc Alien's cleared his number boards, ready for the number 1 this season. Already. He's done away. He's dispersed with the 77. Because he's made room for that number 1 he's hoping to grab. Mama Homesick in the chat saying, evening thingy, all okay with you? All's tickety boo, thank you, Mama Homesick, for asking. Hopefully everything's cool with you. And Bandit saying, good evening. Yes, hello Bandit. Right, now they're finishing. Daz has put a time in, and he's done. He's second fastest, 3/10 ahead of Catula. Catula's just coming up towards the line. Wrxc Alien, he's done it, hasn't he? He's gone across. He's pole at the moment. Catula's coming up towards the line, and he doesn't go faster. Anton Poika on a run. He's just gone past a Majid, I think that is, and he's got Koikart chasing him as well. And they're on a last fairing. Is there anyone closer to the line? There is a couple in front of them. Sorry. Bazza, Pat and Bazza. Pat goes across the line. Doesn't go faster. Bazza does not go faster. Then we've got Anton Koikart. Oh, I made a mess of this. Anton Poika has already crossed the line. He's 4th then. Jokers looks like he's getting 5th. Matt Psycho 6th. Ensign Ewart 7th. Skyjacker 8th. He did find a lap there in the end there. 1:16.7 puts it more into the zone. Bazza in 9th, with Pat in 10th, Koikart 11th, and Majid some 6 seconds off of Koikart there, 11 seconds off the pole. He's not finding those his mud wheels yet. There you go. Pat chat. Hang on, I ain't got my glasses on, so I'm having to... I am a bit of an all-rounder as well. Equally not good on all surfaces in this car, bless. Majid saying, talk about my new livery, please, Majid. Sorry, mate. I will. Got 3 races, man. Right. Is it worth it? And they're off. It really ruins it, sorry. They're off. Homesick Alien pulls away lovely from Daz and Katula, no, I think that's how they qualified. Anton Poiker in 4th, staying ahead of Jokers. Matt Psycho in 6th, Skyjacker 7th, Bazza is in 8th, Ensign Ewart 9th, Koikart 10th, he's made up a position. Pat's lost a position, 11th, with Majid, with a lovely looking car, is in 12th. And up in front then, Homesick Alien under attack from Daz. Get on board with the Dazinator as he looks for a gap in Homesick Alien's armour, and this could be it. As Homesick Alien goes wide, Daz tugs onto the apex of the corner, but not enough to get himself up and around past the Alien. Remember, the Alien's some 7/10 faster than the rest of the field in qualifying, so he's really unlocked some pace in this car. But Daz seeming fast down the straight, and he's right there, and Katula's right there. Did Daz get a knock? We don't know. We were in car, and possibly, yeah, it looks like Katula has had to lift out of that one, and Jokers now is up into 3rd place with Anton Poiker on his outside. And I mean, the rules are rules, give space, but you can see these cars are sliding around, and it's hard to give space when your car is going sideways. So Homesick Alien leading from Daz, then Jokers in 3rd, Skyjacker making his way up into 4th place ahead of Anton Poiker. We're just looking at dust. Katula then dropping down to 6th. He had such a good start, and we think there was a bump with Daz into the corner. I think he probably backed off. Ensign Ewart is in 7th, fighting with Pat. Pat's had a good start. No, Pat's had a little block. Oh, there's movement up ahead. Skyjacker's now in 3rd. Jokers have a wide line there, and Jokers is behind Skyjacker. Skyjacker after qualifying session, you didn't think anything would go his way, but he's up to 3rd place now. That shows anything can happen with Katula in 5th. Ensign Ewart is now in 6th ahead of Pat 7th. Matt Psycho 8th place with Koikart on his heels in 9th. Bazza is in 10th. Anton Poiker, it was Anton Poiker we lost up at the top end of the pack, and he's down in 11th. He's got a mountain to climb, but I'm sure he can do it with Majid. Some 20 seconds. He must have had a spin or two, and he's got a lovely samurai. I think it was a samurai livery he called it, and it's looking swish, bruv. Nice. So Majid, as he tries to control his Subaru, he's on his way. Homesick Alien still leads with Daz chasing him down. Lost no time on that lap. In fact, gained a bit of time. Gaining time. Gaining. He's dropping. Tenths is Alien at the moment. I think he went wide in the corner, but it's levelled out now. A second between them. And Homesick Alien pushing the boots off of that Subaru, trying to stay ahead of Daz. Katula is back up into 3rd. And we've lost a Skyjacker. We'll see him on the way down. Joker's now in 4th with Ensign Ewart in 5th. He was 7th last we saw him. Now 5th with Pat in 6th. Pat making his way up through that grid as he slams it into the wall, and Matt Psycho will be pleased to see that as Matt Psycho tries to slide a cheeky one up the inside of Pat, and Matt Psycho now in 6th, but he's on the outside. Pat, and there's a yellow flag up ahead. Who can that be for? Daz has had a slip from Grace, and Homesick Alien is now 5 seconds ahead of the next car, which is Katula. Jokers is in 3rd, back into his podium position with Daz in 4th. And it all to do, and Ensign Ewart fancies a piece of Daz as we sit alongside Ensign. Oi! Ole! And we'll go through the bumps. They used to have names, but it's a new game and a fresh start, I say. Fresh start. So around down the hill, and what a cheeky, beautiful race Ensign Ewart and Daz is having. And this is the beauty of the rally. Doesn't matter if you go on the grass. You don't want to go out there, though. That does slow you down, in all fairness. But on the inside of the corners, it's a rally car, for heaven's sake. Who's that they're chasing down? Jokers. They're both chasing down a podium position. Matt Psycho's in the mix as well. He's not far behind. They've both gone wide. Ensign Ewart's going for the move on Daz. Ensign's up to 4th. Only by a 10th. Unbelievable stuff, Jeff, we're seeing down here trackside, and Ensign Ewart in the rich energy is chasing down Jokers, but he's met a barrier. Jokers has been caught up on the fence and he's spun the back end around. Daz is up to 4th. Ensign Ewart in 3rd. Cthulhu 4.9 seconds behind Homesick. Homesick is keeping it steady, Eddie. He just needs to bring this one home. Daz then in 4th, and Pat's there 5th. Matt Psycho, right, look at them all. Bazza is also in the mix with Jokers still there. Anton Poika trying to make his way through. There's Skyjacker. We missed you, mate. We've had to come all the way down here to 10th to see you. How's it going? More yellow flags. Who knows what for? They've gone now. Oh my gosh, I can't take this. Oh, it's Matt Psycho. Oh, it's Ensign. Ensign had a drop. Now Pat's up into 4th place. Mr. I don't drive very well on any kind of surface is sitting just off the podium, and he's staring at the podium in front of him. And Cthulhu and Homesick Alien up ahead of Daz. And this is absolutely cracking stuff with Ensign Ewart, Matt Psycho, Bazza and Jokers. Oh, no, it's not. False alarm, but lovely stuff from Ensign Ewart there. Cheeky little moves adrift up the inside of Pat. Even Pat must have thought, bravo, old chap. Matt Psycho's in the mix as well. He wants a piece of this action. There is a lot of action around. Bazza's only a second behind them. He's pulled away from Jokers a little bit, but Jokers always a threat. Never writes him off. With Anton Poika there in 9th, not getting much traction in this race. Dropped down to 11th, and he hasn't gained too much. It's people dropping off that he's gained from, which is Skyjacker in 10th and Koikap in 11th, and Majid nearly a second down, being lapped by the field. Homesick Alien then out there stretching his legs, 4.5 seconds. Cthulhu is catching him with that fastest lap as well, but I don't think Homesick Alien's too concerned about that. A win is a win is a win, as he puts purples up, so maybe he's concerned about that and he's going for it. So Homesick Alien nearly 5 seconds ahead of Cthulhu. Daz was in the thick of it, but he's pulled away from Ensign now by nearly a second and a half. And he's got to keep that tight in this corner, which is the corner he keeps going out wide on. This one, better, loads better. And there you see, look, oh no, what's going on? I thought that was, they're all in a bunch. They're all in a bunch. You cannot decipher one car from another. Look at Baz's view up there. 3 cars going at it. That's Ensign, Matt Psycho and Pat. Pat being the piggy in the middle, and he's on the fight against Ensign. He's going for the move on the Ensign. This is great stuff up ahead. Sorry. And there we are with Matt Psycho, still Pat and Ensign Ewart, but Ensign Ewart's out wide now. Pat's looking. Pat's wait. No, Daz was in podium. It's all right. I've got panicked on. So Ensign Ewart stays ahead of Pat. Pat stays ahead of Matt, but how long? Because Matt now up. No, I thought Pat had an off then. Steady as she goes, Pat. Steady as she goes. Oh, and that's it. Matt Psycho's got up the inside of him now as Pat went a little wide in that, was it first corner? Bazza in 7th place. He's been watching all of this unfold, and now he's ready to make his move. We're 8 minutes into what I believe is a 15-minute race, and it's been action-packed, as it should be. Jokers then in 8th with Anton Poika in 9th, 5 seconds from Jokers. He wants more people to fall off the road. He's got the fastest lap, but he's got Skyjacker on his heels. Tantalising it is. 9th and 10th, fighting it out. And that is the championship leader down there in 9th place, Anton Poika. It's not gone his way. And Koikap 11th. We've lost Majid. I think as the cars come to lap him, he bailed out of this one. as Homesick Alien 2 seconds ahead of Catula. Can Catula do this with 6 more minutes left of the race? And he is absolutely chomping at the bit, and he's chasing down the Alien. Catula with a win under his belt from last week, remember. Our winners were Homesick Alien, Catula and Anton Poika. And yes, Catula, second place in the championship. And his closest rival is way down the field. This is great stuff for Catulu. Daz 8 seconds, but still in a podium position, getting purples. With Matt Psycho now up into 4th. He's done Pat and Ensign Ewer. And Matt Psycho looking to get some good points on the board in the first race that he takes part in. And Daz looks like making a mistake ahead of him as well. Matt Psycho could possibly get a podium on his debut in the WRX Challenge. Unbelievable stuff from Car 60. Ensign Ewer in 5th. Pat 6th at the moment, but Baz is on the trail. He's got himself past Jokus, and still Anton Poika putting in those fastest laps has not helped him catch up. Although a 120 last time around from Anton Poika, which has given Skyjacker a great opportunity to have a nibble at the fin. And Koiken's off the lead. Looks like that was a big one for him. Yeah, possibly 9 seconds on lap 3 is where he's lost a bulk of that time. Homesick Alien, though, cutting the lawn. And again, Catula, another big chunk of time out of the Alien. And Homesick Alien will be starting to feel the pressure, my lords. And Majid in the chat saying, go Pat. And he's also saying, go Matt Psycho. And he said, I'm so jealous on these boys. So Catula then 1.3 seconds behind the Alien, with Daz in 3rd, 6 seconds behind those. Matt Psycho hunting down a podium in his, I think it's his very first WRX Challenge. I don't remember him taking part in it before, and he's not far behind Daz. He's keeping Daz very honest. How's Catula doing? It's 1.4 seconds, 1.3 seconds between Daz and Matt Psycho. Pat back up into 5th. Baz is now up into 6th, and Ensign Ewer has dropped like a brick in the latter part of this race. Pat at the moment maintaining track position ahead of, oh no, Ensign, where's Baz gone? Baz has had a little drop. Oh, it's all happening, and Anton Poika now moving up into 7th place, and that is not what Catula and Homesick Alien want to see. They like him not scoring great points when he's leading the championship by 9 points. There's a yellow flag up ahead. Ensign Ewer's going the right way. Pat looks like he might have dropped behind. No, Matt Psycho, I think, has dropped away from Daz now. Now all Daz has to take a canter and just bring it on home. He's not going to catch the guys ahead of him. Catula's dropped back away from Homesick, so Homesick was just toying with Catula, letting him get a bit closer, lulling him into a false sense of security, and then he's floored it again in the Wrxc, looking mighty fine. And like I said, he's cleared those number boards, ready for the number 1 this season already. Fantastic. Catula chasing him down in car 81, but not quite catching him. Daz comfortable now. Matt Psycho was making it slightly uncomfortable for Daz for a few laps there, and it was looking like Matt Psycho was going to be ready to leap as Pat's trying to put his nose up a place it never looked like it was going to fit. And Pat thinking better of it and getting out of it. It really was a tight fit there. And Pat then in 5th, with Ensign Ewer in 6th. Anton Poika now in 7th with 1.3 seconds to find in the next 2 minutes. We've got what? That be the next 2 laps on the guys ahead of him. Bazza in 8th, ahead of Jokus, with Skyjacker in 10th. He's had a up and down race. Oh, he's lost a big chunk of time because now he's down with Koikarp. Koikarp 6 seconds behind Skyjacker, and there's still hope there for Koikarp to get some more points. Homesick Alien 2 seconds, maintaining that 2 seconds from Catula now in the lead of this race as Catula chases him down. There's nothing more Catula can do except for just hunt. Homesick Alien is not for hunting. And Daz Only 5 seconds behind the leaders. 6 seconds technically, but you know what I mean. Behind the battle. And still more, there's still a lap to go after this one. So there's still more can happen. Look at Catula, 7/10. Homesick Alien must have had a shaky moment in the early parts of this lap, and it's going to be the final lap. And this is going to be an exciting finish here for Homesick Alien and Catula. Homesick Alien, he won the last race at Red Bull Ring. And this is continuing his winning streak, 2 in a row. How long can it go? And he's driving within the limits of the car, but Catula is just pushing. Sat alongside Fernando as he's using DRS. He's not scared of it, is he? All in is, Catula clips the wall. He went all in, and Daz, if you get a shifty on, it's a second place, and he's up into second as Catula gets going, and Catula, he had DRS wide open, he straight lined that like a bad boy, and he paid the penalty, he paid the price. And my God, you can't question the size of his balls. As Homesick Alien takes the win, well done. Daz gets an unexpected second place right at the dead there. And a fantastic drive with Catula. Take a boo, my son. Great nuts. Matt Psycho gets 4th on his debut, with Pat coming home in 5th, just ahead of Anton Boyka, and Ensign Hewitt in 7th, with Bazza coming around. I think Ensign Hewitt looked like he was flying in the background. He was in 8th, with Jokers getting 9th. Ahead of Coy. Coy did get Skyjacker in the end. Nice, we missed it. And Skyjacker, though, trying to come back at him before they cross the line. And they're fighting for 10th and 11th out there at the moment. Coy. Ooh, and Skyjacker went into the pits for some reason as Coy gets 10th. And Skyjacker finishes in the pit lane. That's probably him showing us what he thinks of that. But it's Homesick Aliens Day today. And what an amazing win from the Alien. Great stuff. Daz picking up second there. And he was in it. You have to be in it to gain. And he was close enough to Catula. And Catula, what can we say? He gave it all. He wanted the win. He opened the DRS, which we haven't seen many of them do. He straight lined it through that whole bit of road. And the rocks caught him. The rocks. Oh, poor Catula. But fantastic drive from all of these people. All of these sim racers. And there is Homesick Alien. He didn't get the fastest lap in the end, did he? I didn't see. I wasn't looking. I don't know who got that one. Sorry. Oh, God. I did bring my glasses with me. I've got to use them because I can't see anything. It's got to that stage now. Pointless having a mobile phone. They should sell them with glasses for me. Right. You can make the text bigger and then I'd feel old. I'm still down with the kids. So, Patchat says, eyes feel like they're on stalks now. And he also says, can confirm you can't see very much when you are right behind someone. Yes, we were in car a couple of times and we saw that it's just a big plume of diarrhea-coloured smoke. I suppose it's dust, but it looks like smoke because it looks like they've used the same thing but made it a different colour than it is in the wet. So, back to the track. Not everyone is entered as of yet. But Matt Psycho is out there giving it some. I don't know how long we've got, but I did only just have barely any time for... Oh, God, he's gone into the pits. Ooh, is it a bit drizzly out there? I don't know, because no one's on the track showing me. Oh, Jokers, you're a living legend. Oh, and Daz. It does look murkier, but I don't think the rain and mud, I don't think the game can do that. Wouldn't that be clever? And the mud slowly got sloshier and sloshier. Homesick, Mama Homesick saying, that was very exciting. Well done, son. Well done, son. She didn't say it like that. I said it like that. So Daz is out there. Yeah, it looks murkier. I think that's just because it's getting later in the day. And I haven't seen any kind of chat or info about how long we've got, but I might have a quick break if you guys don't mind. I usually do it after the second race, but I gabbed too much before the race and didn't have time for too much of a toot. Hopefully he won't start the race. I'm two now. That's all I can think about. There's no point. I'll see you in a minute. All right. You're back with Thingy Man, Jig, and the Lump here on the Wrxc airwaves. Coming up next, we've got a little NWA with F the Police. Pretty much the other way around, though, isn't it, really, with the news headlines lately. So in the chat, Bazza has addressed us. He said, "Hey, Thingy, I can almost last Oh, hang on. I put my glasses on, Baz. That's not respectful. Trying to read a blurry text just means nothing. Hey, thingy. I can almost taste the mud, and my arms already feel like they've done 30 push-ups. Buff Bazza. Oh, I can feel a new name coming on, so here we go. Buff Bazza. Bazza Beefcake. Bazza Beefcake, eh? I'm finding it rather easy here. It's too easy, I'd say. My arms could do with a bit of a workout, actually. Oh, nice comfy chair, watching a nice bit of telly, you know. It's all good in the hood, brother. So let's have a look then. I don't know when we're doing what we're doing. I'm the last person to know. Always the last to know how you're feeling. The last to know. I don't know any more of that song. That is literally it. 8:45. There you go. I could have stayed outside longer, couldn't I? Oh, that's all right. You get some of my ramblings. Thingy's moan of the week. What do we got? I ain't got now. Oh, people can't drive. These people can drive. I'm sure. People in real life can't drive. Electric cars are still the scum of the earth. And I found out, apparently, they're no cheaper anymore. They cost the same as what it does to fill up a petrol car, except you have to wait for 3 hours before you can charge it up. So, glad I didn't fall into that pit. That hellhole. That's it. I'm done. We had a cool race on Tuesday. Good stream. Should be a good stream. Very strong race. 60 minutes of full out racing in the Suzuki Swifts. Pat saying, is that his rap name? Bazza Beefcake. Bazza Beefcake MC is in the house. United, Tottenham, Arsenal. Watch my lips. They can't just rap, they dance as well. Or something like that. I used to know the Anfield rap and I cannot remember now. Liverpool FC are as hard as hell. United, Tottenham, Arsenal. Watch my lips as I will spell, because I can't remember. Oh, what a shame. Bazza Beefcake in the house. And Pat saying chance to plug tomorrow's night. I wouldn't sully tomorrow's night. Tomorrow is its own entity. I wouldn't sully it by just happening to mention it. If you're not doing nothing Friday, we're streaming something rather special. The Daytona 2.5 hours. It's going to be special. It's going to be special. I think Talaran's going to win, though. I don't think Matt Psycho's got it. A 10th off in qualifying he was. How will that add up over 99 laps? Prove me wrong, Matt. So, Anton Poyker's out there. He's finding his groove. Got 7th, didn't he, in that first race? That's not good points haulage for him. Wasn't off the podium, I believe, in the first round. So, yes, Anton Poyker tasting mud, not champagne, as Bazza has already attested to. But I'm sure enjoying his Subaru. It looks lush, doesn't it? He's got two different ones. It's a bit yellowy underneath this one to look like it's pretty beautiful, though. I am impressed, mightily impressed. Matt Psycho. He didn't quite get the podium, was he? Looking for a podium. I think he got about 4th. Great showing, good points. He's using DRS. He's not scared of that DRS. Like we saw Catula, same place as well, wasn't it? But Catula clipped the wall, lost that 2nd place. Still got the podium though, so as losses go, that's not the most devastating one. So Matt Psycho out there at the moment having a practice with Daz. who got second in that first race. I believe it's a reverse grid of the first race. But hey, I could probably look for it on Discord, but it means I would have to extend my finger. I'm trying to use my arms as little as possible just to annoy Bazza. Look. Wincy Spider climbed up the spouts. Down come the rain and washed the spider out. What was I looking for? I've got myself confused. I've put a little bit of waiting music on for you. Hold music, and forgot what I was looking for. I was going to look for something. Oh, I've totally forgotten. I'll remember, and then I'll look for it. But I don't even remember what I was saying I was going to look for. Anton Poiker then third fastest with Daz there. Is this something to do with Daz? I was talking about Daz. And then I said I'd look for something. So I was being lazy. No, it's gone. Incy Wincy Spider ruined everything. So Daz fastest man so far, with Anton Poiker out there as well. We're going again at in a minute, 1 minute to go. Jokers, he qualified well, but dropped back in the race. Imagine, so he'll be starting. Oh yeah, reverse grids. That's it. See, I told you I'd remember. Sprint race. Right, I've got to go up to this. I've got to put my glasses on. Bloody hell, it's getting worse. What is going on? So SR. What does SR mean? I've got to go down to the key. See. Well, sprint race means sprint race. Fastest first, standing start, free choice tyres. SR sprint race, 15-minute reverse result, standing start, free choice. They look the same to me. SR and SR. And SR sprint race, 15-minute reverse result, standing start. So yeah, it's going to be a reverse grid, okay? Standing start. Majid's back. Ah, samurai. Majid's son. One must calm oneself before race. Do not overdrive car. See, that's worried that would be deemed as racist now. But I grew up with that. I grew up with Karate Kid, Danielson. So it's a tricky ground we walk these days. Here we go then. It's a reverse grid. Mr. Skyjacker is sat at the top. And we're waiting for those lights. Quick up on the front row with him. And why? You didn't do it to me last round. Oh, and I'm making a hash of this. This is ridiculous. I'm missing the race. So Skyjacker is leading with Jokus there in second place. Jokus having a lightning start. Koikart slipping back a bit in third with Ensign Newer having a close look, but Skyjacker looked wide there, but he's maintained. No, Koikart's come through. Now we're looking at dust. Koikart's bouncing around one car to another. I think that was Anton Poiker. He found on his inside there, and again it's a cloud of dust. And there we go. Anton Poiker is fighting his way through that field. They have got their elbows down. Joker splits through the two of them and goes into the barrier, and Skyjacker's finding a little bit of breathing space out there in the lead as Jokers is in second, but he's with Anton Poiker. Koikap. Now Baz has found himself up into the mix. There's a lot of blue cars in this, with Matt Psycho in a blue car. No, he stands out more than the others though. And Matt Psycho then, whoa, what's going on? There's so much dust. I keep moving the camera because it just gets dusty. And guy, there we go, Matt Psycho's there. And it's Anton Poiker fighting with Jokus. With Matt Psycho now up into fourth. He's snuck by Bazza. And Ensign Newitt slipped back as well. Koikup's right down in seventh, but still with them on their six. But like they say, they cannot see much out there when they're following the cars. And again, there goes Ensign Newitt up as Koikup had a heavy landing over the jump. He's in seventh now with Homesick Alien behind him. some 1.8 seconds, and Daz as well behind them. And there's a real clutch of cars here gathered up, ready to do battle. Quick up, seeing them in the distance. Well, not in the distance, they're quite close. So let's get out of this situation. So Ensign Ewart moving up to 5th ahead of Koikart. Matt Psycho is there with Anton Poika and Jokas. Jokas holding on to that second place out wide now, though, as Anton Poika goes for the tighter line, and Anton Poika just ahead of Jokas as they come along the what could be called a straight. Jokas hits Anton Poika, but it hasn't made much impact, and Anton Poika goes around in second, and Matt Psycho slips one through as well, as Jokas looked like he was caught up on the barrier a little bit on the inside of the corner, and Ensign Ewart's having half a look up the inside of Jokas, and Jokas is out wide. Jokas has ended up out wide. Ensign Ewart gets the position up into 4th place. Matt Psycho now in a podium position, chasing down Anton Poika, who is chasing down Skyjacker, but Skyjacker's got 1.8 seconds of a lead. And I don't want to, you just got to try not to make too many mistakes, but it's so hard to maintain a pace that you know that Anton Poika is going to be bringing to the table and not have an off. So Skyjacker balancing that at the moment in his Subaru. Although he's getting purples, he's finding his groove, baby. Anton Poika in 2nd, Matt Psycho right with him in 3rd. Ensign Ewart coming up through the field into 4th, with Homesick Alien in 5th. My word, he's made short work of half of the pack. Now Jokas there is in 6th, with Bazza in 7th. Daz also coming through is in 8th. Koikart now in 9th ahead of Pat in 10th, with Majid in 11th, and Katula. Oh my word, Katula 1:30 on his first lap. No, they've all done, well, 24s these guys. Well, it's up and down, but I don't know how Katula's ended up 5 seconds behind the field. He had such a strong first round. Skyjacker then 2.5 seconds up on his own time as he crosses the line. Oh, not quite. There you go. Gets the fastest lap, and he's 3.1 seconds now ahead of Anton Poika. So Anton Poika struggling to find the pace that Skyjacker is displaying at the moment. Matt Psycho 8/10 behind Anton Poika, and that will be on Anton Poika's mind. That will be a distraction as he tries to extract the fastest time out of his car to try and catch up Skyjacker. He will be well aware that Matt Psycho is nipping at his heels. And Ensign Ewart there as well to spectate such a phenomenal race ahead of him. No, he's in the race, I'm joking. He's in it. Homesick Alien catching these guys up, and he is on fire this evening in his Wrxc Subaru. He's really going for it. Daz following him through as well, and these guys have really got a handle in the mud with these Subarus, and they're getting some great times out of them. Max has left. Oh no. Bazza then in 7th, with Jokas in 8th, Koikart 9th, Pat 10th, and Katula in 11th, some 12 seconds behind Pat. I don't know, 33 on lap 3 for Katula. That's a tough one. Skyjacker still leads, but it's 7/10 now. It's 7/10. He lost nearly 4 seconds on that last lap, with Anton Poika doing a 16 and Skyjacker doing an 18. And this, oh, he's using his DRS. They must all be using it down there. And Matt Psycho, though, trying to put his nose in. We'll sit alongside Matt Psycho as he chases down Anton Poika. They've left Ensign Ewart behind a little bit, and Ensign Ewart might be in trouble from Homesick Alien. Let me just quickly have a look. No, he's still got a second, but a second around here is nothing. It's a matter of 2 corners. You could gain and lose a second. Daz is not leaving Homesick Alien's rear. He is kept pace with the Alien all the way through the field. Bazza in 7th, Koikart in 8th, Pat in 9th, Jokas is in 10th, very close to Pat, and Koikart's done well. He's got himself ahead of Pat and Jokas, I believe. And Katula just playing catch up. It's a tough one. And there we see 2 seconds on. It's Matt Psycho. He's the man on the attack at the moment. Ooh, a little yellow flag, but I think it was just the landing of the cars whilst they were in the air, and Matt Psycho just cruising that baby around these corners as he threads the needle, just trying to wait for his moment to find an opening and put one on the flying fin here at the second race of round 2 of the WRX Challenge Season 5. And it's a doozy. It's been a cracker from round 1 through to round 2. It's been fighting all the way. Whoa, 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 whoa. Too busy watching these. Skyjacker. The yellow flag was something. It was Skyjacker. I thought it was just them landing. Skyjacker must have had a problem going over the start straight. And Matt Psycho and Anton Poika, he's leading the race now with Matt Psycho in second place. Oh my G. Oh my gangster. That is unbelievable stuff. With Skyjacker now in third and Ensign Ewart fourth, 2.5 seconds behind Skyjacker. Homesick Alien hasn't gained much on Ensign Ewart, and Daz has gained on the Alien. So Daz looking ready to pick up some hella points. Bazza in 7th, safe bruv, safe. He's 2.8 seconds behind Daz, but he's nearly 6 seconds ahead of Coy. Coy has turned this race around. He's turned it upside down for himself. He was right at the back, and he's up to 8th now. And he's wanging it. He's wanging it around there, you know, flat out. As it says on his front. More yellows, more yellows. It's Daz. Oh, my good golly gosh. Daz has lost the car. Baz has moved up a position. Can Daz protect it from Coy? Coy is at the moment got his hands full with Pat. Pat giving giving Coy Carp a run for his money here in the second race at Sardegna Windmills. And Daz, oh my G's. Bazza then up to 6th. Good points for the Hypermax sponsored Subaru. The Belgium Beefcake is absolutely cracking it. The Bazza, the Belgian Beefcake. He's feeling it in his arms. It's like a workout, but it's working out. Homesick Alien then trying to close that gap to Ensign Ewart, and he just cannot do it. Ensign Ewart has got the pace in this race. Skyjacker just ahead, going over the bumps. And do we need to? We didn't see it, so we're looking to rename that bump on GT7. It used to have a name, but it seems all fair in the new game to leave it open for someone else to carry the moniker of that. Anton Poika, though, out of his skin, doing a grand job. He was being harassed by Matt Psycho all the way, but he's found a little extra, and he's pulled out 1.8 seconds on Matt Psycho. We are nearly coming up to 10 minutes into the race, and 5 more minutes left to go, so still anything is possible in this race. Anything can happen, as we saw with Cthulhu in race 1. Looked like a slam dunk. He was going for the win. He was trying to fight the Alien and clipped a wall and ended up back in 3rd. So let's not count our chickens, because none of them have yet hatched. And Anton Poika, though, absolutely doing a stonking job, up to 2.2 seconds. Now he's not got any harassment. He's starting to plant some beautiful lap times in. Matt Psycho, ditto. He's for a person who avoids driving on mud at all costs, he's doing a beautiful job. And I think, looking at him, swinging it into these corners, I think he's enjoying himself. I reckon Mr. Psycho has thought, do you know what? Mud is fun. Fun is mud. And Skyjacker then back up into No, he was always in the podium, didn't he? He didn't drop that far. He must have just dropped. But that doesn't help his cause with Ensign Ewart now 1.4 seconds. Homesick Alien's fallen further back. No, it was Daz. Daz has dropped back. That's it. And it looks like Baz has had a little barrier moment. He's met Mr. Barry R. And that gives Daz 1 position. He's back behind Homesick, so really not lost too much. Not too bad. Coy Carp still with his Pat's issues. And Pat going for it. And this is the problem. The field is just as fast as each other, so it's stalemate for a lot of these guys, being stuck behind each other and no one really making too many mistakes. Cthulhu's done an amazing job pulling that 12-second gap down to 6 seconds, 7 seconds, but nearly 6 seconds. 5 seconds. Oh, Joker's, I thought Joker's had a huge off then. He must have had some, because it's down to 3 seconds, and Jokus is starting to get into the danger zone with Cthulhu behind him. Anton Poika 2 seconds ahead of Matt Psycho. Matt Psycho, Ensign Ewert's up ahead of Skyjacker, and now Homesick Alien has caught him up to play. And Skyjacker, letting that back end swing out, baby. And he's got race 1 winner right there, hounding him. Ensign Ewert up into a podium position. He couldn't dream of such things. 14.7. He's done it off his own back there. You can't say that fate has handed him that one. He's done good lap times, and he's really driving the car. It's a beautiful sight. Matt Psycho then falling in love. I can see it happening. The man's going to sell GT7 and going to go and buy Sega Rally or something. But Matt Psycho 2 seconds adrift of Anton Poika. The Flying Fin on the mud, in his element. Great stuff. And the championship leader. I mean, he might not have been after that first race, but he'll cement himself back up there as championship leader after this race. Oh, he's lost half a second to Matt Psycho, though. Or Matt Psycho's found half a second. 14.6 from Matt Psycho. Anton Poika of 14.8. And we are getting close to the end of the race. Coming up to the last minute and a half. And depending on where they are. So, yeah, next lap possibly will be their final lap. Matt Psycho has lost that half a second again. Ensign Ewert keeping hold of that third spot. And Skyjacker's got his hands right full of Homesick Alien, and that's put Ensign Ewert out of touch. Unless Ensign Ewert does something silly on his final lap, he is sitting pretty for a podium position. Skyjacker in fourth, a lot better than race 1, but a lot of pressure with Homesick Alien there, trying his best to get by you, and they're having a cracking battle. Bazza up into 6th with the Hypermax Subaru, but he's got Daz chasing him down, and that's always a worry. And look, Koikap trying to keep Pat at bay this whole race, and Pat's going for the moves now, and he's got moves like Jagger, baby. Ew, I thought he was going for the inside of Koikap then. I went the wrong way. Jokus in 10th, still being caught by Cthulhu, but he's got 2 seconds. These guys surely, we've got 30 seconds on the clock. These guys, I think this will be their final lap. Anton Poika 1.5 seconds ahead of Matt Psycho. Ensign Ewert 7 seconds now. This is the battle. There's a yellow flag from where? It must be further back. Maybe Homesick Alien. He's lost a bit of ground to Skyjacker, but Skyjacker just met Barrier, and Homesick Alien's right there. He's poised. I tell thee. Bazza in 6th, Daz in 7th. So Bazza's got past Daz, hasn't he? Because Daz was back up behind Homesick Alien. It is the final lap. Where is Anton Poika? He's coming around the final corner, and he takes the win for race 2. Great stuff. Matt Psycho on the podium in his second race. Ensign Ewert, take a boo, you little bugger. My son. Skyjacker grabs himself 4th, and that's a lot better than race 1. He'll be happy with that. Homesick Alien 5th. Bazza getting 6th from the Daz. And what a cracking race Bazza has pulled off there. The Belgian Beefcake getting the checkered flag in 6th. Dazza in 7th. Pat in 8th. Koikap 9th. Jokus bringing it around in 10th. Just ahead of Cthulhu. They've still got to race it out, and I don't know what happened to Cthulhu early doors in that race, but it kind of put him out of contention, unfortunately. So it's Anton Poika taking his second win of the season, I believe, so far. I think he only won 1 in the first race, in the first round. He did. So his second win so far, same as Homesick Alien. It's going to be a tight championship. Matt Psycho introducing himself to the WRX challengers by getting on the podium. And Ensign Ewer, you cheeky boy. Look at you. Look at you, podium. In the second round, second race. We love it. Skyjacker picking up a good haul of points for fourth. Homesick Alien. Fifth is about as good as it's going to get for him, isn't it, really? Starting from the back. He had Daz chasing him through the field. So I don't think he would get anything out of that. And we get to see Anton Poika's rear. Lovely. He's been doing his squats. He's been doing some tucks. Nice. Up 5 places. Great drive. Great drive. Oh, it's X. I'm pressing circle like a... I don't know any PC words to say. Like someone on the spectrum. Pat giving it some Pat chat. The last jump and first downhill straight are way worse than on Sport. Didn't seem to catch people out as much as Sport, though. It ended up, remember, we used to call it Talleyrand's Hump. But I wasn't going to keep the name going into GT7. I thought I'll let someone else have that moniker. But it hasn't really seemed to have affected people's races too badly. Unless it's just I keep missing it. Right. It's not. It's dark. So it should be dark. It's not dark. Why is it not dark? Are we still doing it in the sun, Skyjacker? I expected it to be pitch black, and like I said, I was gonna concede that you could have floating names in the dark, but it's looking pretty light. So I'm not sure. He said we've got 10 minutes, but well, 6 minutes. I'll chill and wait for the end. Yep, let me have a look. Skyjacker saying Matt competed in last WRX challenge. Did he? I don't remember him in it. Sorry, Matt. Did he? I didn't think he liked it because it's mud and he didn't want to play in the mud. And Matt Psycho saying, my word, it's bedlam. Did 3 or 4 rounds. Oh, Matt Psycho said did 3 or 4 rounds. Yeah, I'm going to say I don't remember. If you took part in a championship, I guarantee I would remember. Because you'd be in the hunt. So... But yeah, alright, and it's not his WRX debut. But it's nearly on GT7. It's his WRX debut, as it is everyone's. No, because theirs was last week. I was kind of right, somewhere in the middle there. I am correct. If you dig deep enough, you'll find the truth. Thingy says, "Look at my window, lol. Look at my windows, lol." Well, I mean. The last time I did that, the police told me I wasn't allowed to do it anymore. And Matt Psycho saying, remember that epic finish at Lago Maggiore? Is LM Lago Maggiore? Because if it's Le Mans, I wouldn't remember Le Mans at all. Right, let's find Coy. I can't come out of the car in the pits, so we will look at Cthulhu. Is it his back window I'm looking at? Or just his windows? That is a delicious little livery that Cthulhu's got himself there. I've got to say, that's nice. I like it. See, I've tried doing Red Bull liveries myself, and they're a bit gaudy, Red Bull. I mean, they do good liveries, but whenever I try and use their things, I always think it just looks busy and hectic, and I don't really like the colours. But yeah, I like it when people do the old black and white, or I think he had a yellow one at some point, or a different kind of retro-looking Red Bull thing. But Cthulhu turning up with a smashing car. I like it. We probably had it last season. But it's been a long time since we've done WRX, or it feels like a long time. And I've cleared the cache since. So there's no memory storage of previous seasons. I know Racer Brown's the reigning champion. I know Homesick Alien and Cthulhu have both won championships. I think Homesick might have won more than one. Definitely won the first season. I think he won another season since. Cthulhu won one and Racer Brown won one. That would make 4. And this is season 5. There you go. Elementary, my dear Watson. Pat. He might have taken part in WRX before. I'm not sure. Jokers going into the pits. Everyone else is in the pits. So Daz out and about, stretching it. We are now 2 minutes away from the start. And you can feel the tension. It's just palpable around here at Sardinia Windmills for round 2, race 3 of the WRX Challenge Season 5, The Reckoning. The Reckoning it's called because there's no Racer Brown. Cthulhu and the Homesick Alien are in it, and so is the young talented Finn called Anton Poika that wants to ruin their championship bids. Skyjacker has heard enough bullshita and wants to crack on. So, shall we count the hours? Do you want to play that game? Oh, 3-1. 4-1. 5-1, 5-2, 6-2. Oh, it's painful, especially when it's your own lobby. Oh, I'd be embarrassed. 6-2 is all I'm saying about why is best. And Pat, 7-3, Pat. Oh yeah, very good, Matt. 7-4, underdogs rule. And here we go then for the final race of round 2. And next week it's back to sensible stuff. Oh no, it's not. Oh, it's Nürburgring. I bet he's gone for a bloody endurance one there as well. He's got a big hard on for Nürburgring. Oh, what a surprise! It's an endurance one. Right, is it gonna leave me? It has. It's worked. Whatever you did between race 2 and 3. Oh, you bastard! I should be allowed to swear. Oh no, a jump start from Cthulhu. Did that happen in the frigging first one? Oh, it's going to be a red flag, isn't it? Everyone just piled into Cthulhu. Oh, and this is awful. Sorry, because I'm trying to watch the race at the same time. So Cthulhu had a jump start, and everyone just piled into him. Jokers is leading with Daz in second, Homesick Alien in third. They did well out of that. With Bazza in fourth, Skyjacker in fifth. Homesick Alien fourth, Bazza in third. It's all shuffling around. Daz there, but Jokers is on. He's rabbited. He's gone. Skyjacker in fifth, then Ensign in sixth. The Rich Energy. Oh, Homesick snagged up with the wall, giving Skyjacker the position and Ensign and now Homesick Alien down in sixth with Anton Poika seventh, Matt Psycho in eighth, Koikarp is ninth with Pat in 10th, Cthulhu in 11th, and Cthulhu we saw had a little jump start at the beginning there as he tried to engage gear, and geez, I tell you what, it's hard to look at people's windows because it's dusty as hell. We'll let it clear out before we can check that out. Jokus is leading, but he's a little wide there, and Daz is looking for an opportunity against the leader. And Daz, we've seen, start strong in this series, having a good couple of races, and he is up for the win today. Just a little gentle lift there, giving him a great control as Jokus goes wide. Jokus is out of control in the lead there. He's all over the track, and Daz trying to find a good opportunity, and this is the one. This is the one for Daz up the inside. But no, Jokus still there, but Jokus very erratic. He's all over one side of the track to the next. Daz looking like he's got better control of the Subaru in the first lap, and but Jokus still leads, with Daz in second, Ensign Ewart in third, Skyjacker fourth, Matt Psycho is up into fifth. Unbelievable stuff from the Psycho. He's got himself ahead of Poika, Anton Poika, Baza, Homesick Alien, possibly Koikap. There's a yellow flag ahead. I can't see, it's gone now. And Anton Poika still behind Matt Psycho, Skyjacker in fourth, Ensign Ewart is in third. And Daz is in the lead. Daz is in the lead. Jokus is down in second. And again, Jokus looking like he's driving like a lunatic. And that gives Ensign Ewart the opportunity to move up into second place. And Daz leads Ensign Ewart in second after his podium. He's looking for more. Jokus all over the place, over the bumps. And Jokus just looks like it's out of control. But he's staying on the track. And he's staying with Ensign Ewart. But at any moment, it looks like it's all going to come to pieces for Jokus. But he's driving on a knife edge there. Anton Poika is up to fourth. He's got himself ahead of Matt Psycho. And there is dust everywhere as Anton Poika tries to encroach on Jokus. Ahead of him, Matt Psycho in fifth. Then we've got Baza. Baza sixth, ahead of the Alien in seventh. Skyjacker slipped down. Skyjacker down into eighth place with Koikap in ninth, and he goes out wide. There's a little clip with the barrier, and Katula says thank you very much, I'll have that position. Right then, let's have a look what we're looking at. I don't know how to do that thing with the a little bump there between Koi and Katula. I wasn't really paying attention because I was trying to look at something. I don't know. I'm not catching names. It's all too fast. There's someone had an off ahead. It's the Baz. Oh, poor Baz. Baz down into 10th. Pat is in 11th. So Daz is leading. 6/10 from Ensign Ewart. Ensign Ewart's got the fastest lap. He's had a taste, hasn't he? He's had a taste of the winner's circle, and he wants more. Look at him go. Ensign Ewart. You tiger. Anton Poika up into a podium position, bringing Matt Psycho along with him. Joker slipping down into fifth, with Homesick Alien now in sixth, with Skyjacker seventh, Katula in eighth, Koikap ninth. Baza in 10th. Chasing him down, and Pat's in 11th. And Pat's had a couple of good races so far. This one not going so well for him. Lost a lot of time on lap 2, it seems. And this is a battle we're seeing ahead of us. Sat on board with Ensign Ewart as he chases Daz down, and they go over the bumps. And Daz a little slower into the first corner than Ensign. Ensign slinging it one way, then the other, trying to find a gap on Daz as they come down the hill. Very tough corner as you're being, gravity is pulling you down. Then this long left-hander, they usually go out wide there and pull back in, but both of these cars staying in between the greenery. And look at Ensign Ewart coming up towards, is this the straight? I think, no, there's one, it's the chicane and then the straight. No, it's not. Don't worry about me. And Ensign Ewart's going for the lead. He's got the lead. My word, Ensign Ewart has gone forth, and he's got what he wanted. He put a wish board up in his bedroom. It's been up there for a couple of weeks now, and he's put the things he wants in life, little pictures, cutouts of magazines. He's put them on his notice boards, and one of them was to get a win in the WRX challenge, and at the moment that wish is coming true. But Daz has now got to deal with Anton Poika and Enson Hewitt out wide there, keeping the fight alive for Daz and Anton. And this race is lively, to say the least. Then Matt Psycho down the road a little bit in 4th spot, Joker's in 5th, Homesick Alien 6th, Skyjacker 7th, ahead of Katula, who's in 8th. Katula fighting his way through the field. Koika up there is in 9th. I haven't got a clue what I'm looking at with the windows, I've got to say. With its quick flashes. D-Muds. Sorry, I'm concentrating. It's too fast, I can't get a good look. You're too fast, Coy. But Bazza is catching him up now with that mistake, and Bazza going for the move. And gets the move done. And that's Bazza now up into 9th place. And Koikart will not rest with that, he'll come back. And there's a yellow flag up ahead. Who is it? Katula? No, it's Skyjacker, I think. Possibly not. Skyjacker, I thought was the cause of that yellow flag, but he was moving forward when the yellow flag was out. Jokus is now behind the Alien. The Alien's got through. Daz. Wasn't he leading? No, Ensign. I'm losing track now because I was watching Coy for ages. So Ensign Hewitt then is in the lead of the race. Yes, because Daz dropped down. But Daz has dropped down even more. He's behind Matt Psycho now. He was in 2nd. Anton Poika is now in 2nd. And he wants a piece of Ensign Hewitt. But Ensign Hewitt's got his wishboard, remember? So he's got to get this one. It's 8 minutes into the race. Can he withstand the Poika for 8 minutes? And Anton Poika pushing everything in to try and gain on his core. Ensign Hewitt down the straight. Ensign Hewitt covers him off on the inside, but racing rules is it's a tricky one on the muds because you slide around, it's hard. And there you go, Anton Poika absolutely driving his little balls off, and he's got himself the lead from Ensign Hewitt. But Ensign Hewitt still, no, Ensign Hewitt, oh, over the bumps sideways, but he's got it going again. And Ensign Hewitt is still in the lead somehow. Unbelievable. Anton Poika, who's got the fastest lap in this race so far, is still not finding a way by Ensign Hewitt. And Ensign Hewitt is just slinging that Subaru around, and Anton Poika all up in his business again. And Anton Poika fancies it, but he hasn't taken it. Now it looks like he might have it now. Yes, I was trying to look out the rear view mirror, but you can't do it from passenger seat. But Ensign again down the straight, coming back at Anton Poika. Anton Poika into the corner, keeping it nice and tight, and maintains the lead from Ensign Hewitt. But Matt Psycho in a podium position again, closing the gap on those leaders. He wants a win, doesn't he, Matt Psycho? He wants to walk away. A win there. Daz in 4th, dreaming of what could have been, with Jokus in 5th. Oh, Homesick Alien's disappeared. So Jokus back into 5th, Katula 6th, Bazza is in 7th. Skyjacker and Homesick Alien just enjoy racing each other so much. Homesick Alien has dropped down to join Skyjacker. Skyjacker now up into 8th place. We've still got 4.5 minutes of racing to go around here at Cerdegna Windmills, and Homesick Alien back ahead of Skyjacker. You don't even see it happen, do you? And Skyjacker, and it wasn't. No, Katula's lost the car. Katula's lost it. And Skyjacker now up in 7th, Homesick Alien in 8th, and that's a lovely drift from Skyjacker around there. That is the sort of stuff we want to see as Skyjacker gets those purple sectors and giving us some beautiful drift. Oh, sideways sky. Sidejacker. Doesn't work. But Skyjacker giving it big drift. Anton Poyka then still leads this race by 1.2 seconds. Ensign Ewart still setting chase with Matt Psycho less than a second behind Ensign, and Ensign making me worried again as he goes over the bumps. The car gets shaky. It's shakier and shakier every lap, and Matt Psycho closing in more and more as Daz there is in fourth. He's the fastest man out of everyone out there in this race in fourth place. 2.5 seconds behind Matt Psycho, but anything can change in a heartbeat. One corner could be the downfall of many. So Anton Poyka only just ahead of Ensign. Ensign's giving it his all against the flying Finn, and the Finn already with a win today. Fancies another one to try and extend that championship further away from everyone else. Ensign Ewart then ahead of Matt Psycho. Matt Psycho already with a podium today, looking good for a second one, pulling away from Daz at the moment. And Joker sitting pretty in fifth place. Great driving from the Pro Drive Subaru to maintain fifth. He's 4 seconds virtually ahead of Bazza, who's 4 seconds ahead of Homesick. So Bazza in sixth. That's a couple of good results from the Baz today. And Homesick Alien, after the win in the first race and a great drive back for about fifth, was it, in race 2? Seventh place is probably not where he would like to be. He's back ahead of Skyjacker though, and Skyjacker slipped back behind Cthulhu, unfortunately. So Cthulhu in 8th, Homesick 7th, Skyjacker 9th, Koikap in 10th, and he's having a fun fight with Pat again, like he did in race 2. Good side of it so I can read your bloody car. Can't quite make out the last name underneath for me. You'll have to put escape in the Discord for me. My eyes are too bad. I think it says Ryan, but that would be really narcissistic of me to think of it, and I don't think it does because it's too many letters for that. Maybe it says thingy. Might be a Y at the end. Right, so Anton Poyka leads 1.2 seconds from Ensign Ewart. Ensign Ewart going wide and wild in that corner, and that gives Matt Psycho half a chance to close the gap between himself and second place. Daz in fourth, 8 seconds adrift of the battle ahead of him. Joker's catching up with Daz, so Daz not out of danger just yet. And bloody hell, Joker's using the DRS around a corner. He fears nothing, does the Polish driver. Bazza in sixth, ahead of Homesick Alien, Skyjacker and Cthulhu having a lovely little battle down here. Skyjacker just ahead of Cthulhu. Cthulhu looking for a way by. And you felt that Cthulhu had a win today. Easy. Where are we? Yep, so Anton Poyka comes to the line to take the second win of the evening. Well done. Ensign Ewart, another podium, second place. Matt Psycho, take a boo, my son, second podium. Daz brings it home in fourth, and I imagine he'll be kicking something this evening. Could have had a win. He had the pace. Jokas in fifth. Great result in the end. He's had to put up with some tough ones this evening, and fifth place is a great reward. Sixth place for the Baz. Great drive. Homesick Alien seventh. I imagine he will not be happy about that. Needs more points. And Cthulhu does get Skyjacker in the end. 8th, 9th for Skyjacker, and 10th Koikap, only just behind Skyjacker, and he pulled away from Pat in the end. Arcade, does it say? I'll get there. No, I can't. It's moving too fast. My eyes are too old. So well done, Anton Poika. Second win this evening, and he's going to be a tough guy to catch this championship. Ensign Ewart showing some real good racecraft on the mud, showing a bit of class on the dirt. So Ensign Ewart, a double podium evening for him, and he will be dancing down the pit lane with his bottle of champagne, 2 bottles of champagne, one in each hand, saying, come and get it. Matt Psycho in third, a double podium for Matt Psycho as well on his GT7 WRX debut. And there we go, we get another look at the behind of Anton Poika. Always a beautiful view. Great stuff. And that, ladies and gentlemen, was round 2 of the WRX Challenge, and it was rather fun. It was great stuff. Fantastic. We had fun. I think you had fun, but I can't speak for you guys. You might not have. You might have hated it. You might have thought that sucked. So, Matt Psycho saying RB and Homesick ran out of fuel on the line. I vaguely remember something like that at Lago Maggiore, but it's tough with my old brain. Chat. And my one with the metallic red side. Yes, that was what Liam. He's talking about the Red Bull liveries. I was saying earlier about Red Bull liveries. I'm not keen on their normal colours, but when people do something really interesting with the colours, like Catula has with the red and black and white, I really like it. And then again, there was one on a Honda that Liam. Is his name Liam? He hasn't raced with us so long, I've forgotten his name. Something to do with Liam, I'm not sure. He raced a Honda NSX with a beautiful red and blue Red Bull livery. Sorry, I don't know. I went off on a tangent there. Skyjacker says Daz hasn't before, from memory at least. And Skyjacker saying neither Ensign. Quick Up said, it's your name, Thingy, it's your name. I wasn't sure. I thought, no one wants to be that person who says that's my name, and then someone says, no, how narcissistic are you? Liam Anfield, that's it. Thank you, Skyjacker, for PRC last season. That's it. Sorry. My brain's not, it's been a tough week at work, Lots of hours. Very tired boy. Very tired boy. I was your broadcaster and your commentator. Hang on, whereabouts am I up to? Anita Bang. Thank you for joining us here at the Virtual Racers Club. Always a pleasure. Even though I'm tired, I've always got time for you guys. So why don't you give me a bit of your time? Why don't you think about me for a change and hit like and subscribe? I need 2 subscribers. That's my year goals. I want 2 more subscribers, and I think it's gone up to 3 now. So I need 3 more subscribers. I think I lost 1. So 3 more subscribers before the end of the year to hit our target. And don't forget, just hit that like button. It doesn't hurt. You're not going to get a little shock from it. Anything else? Tomorrow evening, join us just before 8 o'clock. I'm going to try and get on earlier than I usually do, but I don't want to make any promises. But yes, definitely, race starts at 8. So join us before 8 o'clock for the Daytona 2.5 hour race. Multi-class with the Group C's and the Group 3s. American Muscle. Watch it here, where you're watching this. So join us then. And that, next week we've got the Suzuki's. And then we've got the WRXs afterwards. WRXs are at Nürburgring, and for an hour race. And the God Almighty, put the green dots back. I'm so lost. Actually, I think they take away the races that aren't happening, so they don't need the green dots. And here's me saying, I need green dots. The Suzuki's are racing at, I want to say Laguna Seca, off the top of my head. It's Road Atlanta. I thought I was going to be clever because I thought I saw the logo on the table. But Road Atlanta, man, that'll be fun. Next Tuesday. Right then, that's us all wrapped up. Any last chats? This is your last minute, or forever hold your silence. Mama Homesick saying thanks, thingy. My pleasure. Okay, peace and love. Peace and love. I have nipples, Greg. Could you milk me?